So these are the thumbsticks that you want to replace, and they can get a bit annoying, especially if you get rid of that rubber exterior. So these are gonna be the replacement sticks. I'll leave a link to the description. You can get it for a 10% discount using a code, but anyway, let's begin the process. Dismantling a PS5 controller can get a bit tricky in the beginning, but all you need to do is just carefully follow the steps and you should be good. With a little snug with my thumbnail, I'm able to remove this black piece out of this controller. Should come out fairly quickly and pretty easily, like so. Don't be a bit frustrated in the beginning, just saying. So use your screwdriver, and removing these R1 and L1 buttons are very easy. You just literally put your screwdriver in the middle and just snug it out. And once you do so, you will find some screws. Let me zoom it in. And these little screws that you can remove using your screwdriver, of course. It's something you have to do. So take off the screwdriver from both the R1 and the L1. And once you do that, you will find two more screws over here. So right down there, you're gonna open that screw up and this one up, and with that you're able to completely open up the controller. So removing the back part, the back portion, away from the controller itself. But before that, you have to remove these two little plastics. So they're kind of locking both the pieces from opening up. So it is gonna take a bit of a practice, but all you do is just take your thumbnail and just create some separation in between, and just bear along with me. And there you go. Once you remove that latch, you're gonna access the battery. Just snug it open, and you have removed the battery from the controller itself. You'll notice another screw, so open that up, and once you do so, you're gonna be able to open up the battery tray. There will be a small orange wire, like a little wire down here, so you wanna open that up too to remove the battery tray completely. So here is the motherboard. There are 4 connectors to this motherboard, so you want to open all 4 of them. These blue wires, you might get a little slip in the beginning as you're trying to pull it, but just be patient, and these wires are pretty firm, so as long as you have a good grip, you should be able to take it out. Once you open up all these wires, these stickers I guess, you're able to remove the motherboard. So to do that, just use your fingers from underneath and just push it, and there you go. And to remove these thumbsticks, all you need to do is just pull it up and it just comes off. This is where I'm gonna replace these thumbsticks, these premium gold beautiful shiny thumbsticks. They're gonna be replaced in this PS5 controller. Sometimes you just need to push it a little bit further so that it gets the perfect fitting. So if you partially fitted, you're gonna notice a bit of a mess. So be sure to actually press along well onto these thumbsticks, and once you do that, all you need to do is just basically you're done. You just have to put everything back again together, and just putting the motherboard first and just keeping note of these wires that might come in between. So just make some space and push this motherboard through those 2 holes for the thumbsticks, and you should see it popping out from the other side. And just like that, you just want to reattach these wires again. And now it's time to attach the battery tray. Just similarly, just place it so that it's nice and flush with the surface of the motherboard, and that hole is aligned with the hole on the motherboard. Don't forget, I always forget about this little piece because it's completely dismantled from the PS5 controller, so be sure to not lose it when you're doing this operation. So it's gonna get a little snug fit on the battery tray, so might take a little bit of practice to properly fit it inside, but it's a bit hard to show it in the camera, but you know, you'll get there. Before you attach this white cover, just be sure that you've actually stuck all the wires together very nice and fitting, because the worst thing that's gonna happen that the PS5 is not gonna open up and the PS5 is not gonna turn on, and you have to open up the entire controller once again to fit those wires again. But anyway, it just basically fits nice and firm, and all you have to do is just screw back all these screws. Oh, about this little gap, sometimes you might find that both the pieces are not completely flush. So you just have to press, basically squeeze the two pieces, and once you actually put the screw in there, you're gonna notice a nice fit. Regarding the L1 and the R1, all they do is you just place them and just press, and they just get in very nice and easy. Just like that. And remember, it's not the same case for the PS4. It's a bit of a mess there, but I'm glad PlayStation did a good job making this operation quite easy. And for the final piece, I don't know what you call them, maybe what plate, I guess. But essentially, you just put the two pointers first and let that follow along onto the PlayStation controller, and it's gonna fit absolutely fine, just like that. Once again, it's not my first time opening up the controller, and it's definitely not gonna be the easiest of the bits, but anyway, you will need a bit of a practice, so play around with it, don't get frustrated, and I'll see you guys next time.